Hey viewers, welcome to PES Blog. Today we have an interview with IEEE, which is basically with us. We have the robot automation chapter. We have Nikhil and Gokulraj, who are the vice chair and chair respectively. So hey guys, how are you? Can you introduce yourselves?
So, hey guys, I'm Gokulraj. I'm the chair of IEEE-RAS student chapter in PS University. And Nikhil?
Hey guys, my name is Nikhil Srinivas and I'm the vice chair of the current student chapter of IEEE-RAS PESU.
Great. Okay. So what is IEEE and what do you do in IEEE?
Okay. First thing, IEEE is the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, and RAS is Robot Automation Society. Basically, IEEE has various divisions like, power electronics for AI, ML, some things like that. And we are specifically focused on robotics. As I mentioned, it's a Robot Automation Society. First thing, we are not a club of PS University. We are a student chapter of IEEE associated with PS University. And I can say like this club is completely focused on robotics, and this is the one of the very few clubs which has hardware projects in it, because most of the clubs in PS University are completely software based, and we have some mechanical clubs like Haya and Vega, but we don't have a specific club for robotics. We have something like Pursue Innovation Lab, which does all kinds of projects, software to hardware, whatever. But we are completely and purely based on robotics, and yeah, we do projects like major projects which will be milestones for IEEE, which will be later converted into research paper as well. And we'll be doing some mini projects, which is complete basic projects, but fancy projects
Okay.
by which you guys can learn and explore various technologies. But even though you are a beginner, other than this, we have various events like seminars, webinars, workshops focusing on beginners and also like intermediate and advanced level. And we'll be conducting various competitions as well, like hackathons, ideathons, and stuff. Everything will be going on parallelly in the semester. Every month you can expect our face to be in some posters.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, when I say our face, it's the club's face. Yeah.
Okay. So how many members are present in IEEE society?
Okay, so I'll take that question. And currently we are comprised of a core team of 17 members. So our division goes in such way. We have 4 office bearers. That includes the chairperson, vice chairperson, treasurer, and the secretary. So these 4 are the office bearers. And coming up next, we have one person for the design and marketing team, and we have 5 project heads who will be working on projects from different domains. And we have 3 people for web development, and we have 4 people for events and logistics. Also, this is the current composition of our core team, but we are planning to add on 2 people, one for video editing and all that, and the other as a designer person. Yeah, so that's the plan we have.
Right. Okay. So what makes IEEE unique from other technical clubs and PES?
Okay, as I mentioned earlier, this is the only robotics club you can expect. But you can see some clubs are there who are doing robotics project, but you need some kind of skill sets before joining those clubs. You need to know some technologies and some frameworks to join there and do projects. But in IEEE, we only require your interest and your time. So if you're ready to spend time and if you're ready to learn and explore technologies, you're always welcome. We'll help you to learn technologies from very basic. When I say very basic, it's from the print statement. So we will help you with that, and then we will start with some various tasks. It won't be like sitting in a theory class and someone will be teaching. We will be
Okay.
learning by doing projects. We'll be learning by doing from mini projects to major projects, and so that will be even beneficial for you if you, let's say, uh, you are doing some. You have no idea. You want to start off. Let's say we start off with some facial recognition project or something. So your college will also have some mini projects as part of your academics. You can just use these things for that also. So it's a win-win situation. So we'll help you to start from zero and become a hero in your domain. So yeah.
So how do you apply for the IEEE student chapter? And like, are there any requirements to join, screening process, anything?
See, we don't want to follow the traditional screening process. So we don't want to give you a screening test or something. As Gokul mentioned earlier, we mainly want your interest in the domain. So speaking of our student chapter, we are more towards robotics. So if you're really interested in robotics, and upon that you are really willing to spend the time, and you really have the dedication to work on it, work with the team, and to work on their particular domain, then you're always welcome in the club.
Okay.
So it's not like, hey, dude, I have interest. I want to join the club. Let me in. No, it won't work. We don't have a traditional training test. Yes, we don't want your CGPA details and all. We won't even ask it. We won't even consider it because we feel academics is something different and all these things are different. You may be not very good at academics, but you may be like excellent in robotics. It's completely based on your interest. So we will have a
Mhm.
screening procedure, which is not any form of aptitude test or something. We will let you know about those things on January. We want to keep that as a secret. So, it'll be fun to work.
At what time does your club generally take place? When does it happen?
Okay, so basically in a year you have 2 semesters, right? At the beginning of each semester, we'll be having recruitments. As I said, there won't be any screening test, but we will be having recruitments, which will be takes place in some other methodology. So,
Okay.
for example, you can take 20 people for a single project. So it depends on the major projects which we are doing. As I said, we have 5 project heads. So the major project will be coming around some 4 hour flight. So we will see how many people are necessary for each project, and we'll open recruitments and we'll take people. And other than this, we have something called as mini project, which either we will give or you will propose. All those details we will tell you later. So those things, we can take n number of teams based on your interest, but the only criteria is it should be feasible, scalable, and it should be practically possible. So if you are interested, if you're willing to spend your time, if you're dedicated enough, we will provide you a platform to learn and do projects and have fun.
So does your club provide any certification as such?
Yeah, we do provide a certification. Let's say after you successfully complete a project or you participate in any of the activity, we do have a certification for each of that.
Okay.
To add on to that, every club has their own certifications for every event. Let's say you completed a workshop, you completed attending a seminar, you will get certificates. You completed a project, of course you will get a certificate. And when we say certification from IEEE-RAS PES chapter, the word IEEE only adds a value to your resume. And also we'll make sure whatever you do here, it will be a quality work so that you can speak about it in your interview when you are in sitting for placements in 4th year. Either you did it in 1st year or you are doing it in 3rd year, doesn't matter. But whatever work you do, it will be quality enough to discuss with the interviewer about it.
Right. So,
Yeah.
what activities does your chapter do, and what is your favorite activity in that?
Okay. First thing, I love robotics, dude. That's why I'm the chair of IEEE. I really love robotics. So more than being in college, I have been in hackathons and I climbed so much attendance. And yeah, so the thing is, one great thing I will say is this is a dedicated area where you can learn and do robotics. Don't think like I'm just saying this again and again. It's not like we don't have other things to say. We want this to record it so that people will know where to go when they want or interested in robotics. And the thing is, see, you have an idea. Suddenly something popped up your mind. You think, oh my God, it's amazing. You go to professors, but sometimes it happens, okay? When you have a great idea in your 1st year, some professors may support, some may like, you're in 1st year, so you should need some skill sets for it because they are busy. They don't have time, to mentor everyone. But we have that time. As students, we all, grow together and it's a community. So what we will listen to your ideas, we will think, we can discuss out and we can think it's possible or not. We can provide you a platform. See, every student, when he's studying in engineering, one thing everyone wants is a platform to showcase themselves. And we will be happy to, give you the platform under a brand name IEEE-RAS PESU so that, you can showcase your talent in robotics because I feel personally robotics will be the future. How the software boom was there, the robotics boom will be there real soon so that, it will be very helpful for you guys.
Right.
What exposure does your chapter provide that helps you bag jobs or internships?
Okay, so to start off with, as Gokul told, once you join our student chapter, you're a part of a community where you can meet a lot of like-minded people with different ideas with them. So you're in that ocean of ideas. So that would really help you to think differently in this for a same problem. So let's say I give you a problem, you can think in 10 different ways. So that is one good exposure. And the second thing is the projects that we want to come up with for major projects or for the mini projects. We want to make sure that they're as good as they should be eligible for publishing a research paper. So when I talk about research paper, it adds a tremendous value to your resume. So once they say if you have a research paper, they see you as some great person over there, right? So that really adds on to a value, and it'll really help you get jobs and internships and all that. And apart from that, as Gokul mentioned, we also have mini projects which you can propose. If you have a good idea, just come to us, and if let's say you start it up
Okay.
and you're doing well in that, it's really working out good for you. You can also have an option of freelancing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Great. Okay.
So when we say freelancing, it's not like we guys will provide you platform for freelancing, but we'll help you out to reach companies. Like some of us have very good connection with various robotic companies as of now, and then we'll help you fetch a internship over there. Because some people, okay, fine. Let me tell you something. If I say freelancing, what comes to your mind? Like which domain comes to your mind?
Generally, software related, maybe like.
Yeah.
Exactly. People will consider when you say freelancing, it's just web development or app development. That's not the case. You have a hell lot of projects in robotics as well to freelance. So for example, let's take from image processing to making autonomous robots, like self-driving robots and stuff. There are so much requirements in the market, and we will be a platform to help you get those opportunities. Will be a If you are really good, then we can also speak with companies saying that this guy worked on these many projects, so you can call him for interview. Won't be like take him for internship. We can help you to arrange an interview with the companies where you can showcase your talents. And I guess that's also a big thing, you to get a platform to showcase a talent in front of companies as well. So yeah.
To add on to what Gokul said, let's say if you're freelancing something, you also get that, work experience, that work feeling that, you're working with someone big, you get that
Yeah.
confidence. So in future, let's say you're given a big task in a company, you won't struggle to do it because you have already done it in your early stages, right? So that is also an important exposure that you'll be getting to, the exposure of, different companies. Yeah. So it's really, overall, it's a really beneficial, place to be a part of.
You told us before about your changes from your first year to your second year. Can you please elaborate on that?
Okay, I want to answer this in three stages. One is like when the IEEE started, then COVID situation, and then the present situation. So
Okay.
when the IEEE started, everyone was so interested, and everyone are like, dude, something is there for robotics and stuff. But as it's a very new chapter, we like took some time to establish and conduct events and stuff. We conducted pretty good events. We conducted various ideathons and webinars, seminars as well. But we were not the part of IEEE at that time because we are a new core team who got recruited last month. Yes, even core members and officers, everyone got recruited recently only. So
Okay.
the changes what we did from last time was, first thing, we are not starting right away. Whatever we are starting from January. So we took 3 months of planning time so that everything happens in a structured and organized way. When we start some projects, it's not like let's say project head is there, he's saying, dude, I want to do a slam robot. I'm like, oh, okay, Macha, fine, do a slam robot. It's not like that. First thing, we are
Okay.
making like what proper idea he's coming up with. We're discussing it out. We are writing down points, and then we are asking him to come up with a draft, like how he will complete, the time duration, the budget, number of people required, what is the weekly progress he can give, what will be, how many days in a week they want to work. We plan all these things so that when we start a project, it will go smoothly. So not only
Okay.
for projects, for events, Insta, LinkedIn, everything, this 3 months we are doing proper planning and organizing stuff. So from January we can go on full fledged, because if we have our end semester this time and we don't want to rush things up, and also people will be so busy now. So from January you can expect like a constant events updates from IEEE. And also we'll open our recruitments for freshers, not only freshers, second year, third year, who are interested in robotics. Doesn't matter what year they are studying, and you're always welcome, because you can always learn new things and explore new things.
Okay.
So I will say this is the new update of the club. More than saying we want to show you guys what we are capable of. So let's just cut it down. You will see what we are and what we are gonna do.
Okay. So, what domains of CSE, ECE, EE, mechanical do you guys work with in your clubs? Like at least one thing for each branch can have some advantage in there.
Okay. So robotics is a domain where every domains like coordinate with each other. So we are not
Okay.
restricting it to ECE, EEE, mechanical as such, because any project you take, it's like a combination of everything. But if you want to make a robotic arm, you need a mechanical guy to, do a CAD model and 3D print it. You need a software engineer to go, like make some web interfaces and stuff. You need a EC engineer to code it and connect electronics as well. That's a very good thing about robotics. You can work with all the department, and when you work with them, you will also get the knowledge about it. Not on a greater scale, but yeah, you will get experience working with different domains. So we are not restricting to any domain. You can be like, even though biotech, they have robotic applications. So we are open
Yeah.
to anyone from any department. So
Which programming languages do you generally use in your projects?
Again, it depends on the kind of projects you choose. So as Gokul mentioned, that we are not restricting you to any single programming languages, right? So some applications you might use Python, somewhere you might use Java, somewhere you might use other, or you might use a combination of all different languages. So
Okay.
we are not technically, we are not restricting you to any of the programming languages or any other things. So there's
Okay.
and again there's always a scope of learning it once you're a part of the student
Yeah.
Yeah.
chapter. So yeah, there's no restrictions from our side.
at the same time, one thing is like, we don't force you to learn anything. Let's say if you want to do a project, we want just you to know just the things which is necessary for that project. It's not needed that you learn something else. It's good to learn always, but yeah, if you're working on let's say you're working on a robotic arm, we just want you to know the concepts behind it from the basic, all the algorithms, some programming language which your domain needs. That's it. So we will help you to learn that. We'll provide resources and everything. So yeah, the only thing is you should be ready to learn, and you should be open minded with. That's it. Nothing else is required.
Yeah.
So have you guys participated in any like club competitions as such as a student chapter?
Okay, so there's two parts for this, two answers for this question. One, as a student chapter, no, because we are not a club like Haya or Vega. If you know them, they are racing clubs or something. So we not clubs like them. So we will go out and participate in competition, because those clubs are just made for competitions. We are a chapter for students to learn robotics and start working on projects, and to provide them a platform so that everyone can establish a kind of community in robotics. So we are not completely focused on competitions, but we conduct competitions for you guys to showcase your talents. That's a different case. But yes, this year we will maybe, I can't be sure because of this COVID situation. I don't think it's possible for participating in various events. But again, yeah, we will be conducting various online events. But if you ask us a chapter, will we participate? I have no answer for that, because as I said, we are not a club which focus on competition and stuff. If you take AULIS, they are a drone club. Their main aim is a competition which is happening in USA. But our main aim is to make you ready for the industry where the robotics is essential. So that will be the first part of the answer. Second part, as the individual part of the club, all of us have experienced various competition, and we have a very good a portfolio of in robotics domain. That's why we are a part of club. Why we am saying this is because when you join with like-minded people who are interested and who already work with robotics, so that you can. It's very easy to connect with a senior than connecting with a professor, right? So
Yeah.
you guys can make sure that you will have a very good experience and very good learning, and like tons of fun if you join IEEE-RAS chapter.
Okay.
Okay, I think this is a question which is a bit specific, but many people have this question. So do you primarily use a Raspberry Pi or an Arduino when you do your projects?
Yeah, I mean, I was not surprised that people would ask this. So yeah, generally when we started learning, I mean, most of us start learning robotics, we generally use Arduino, right? But here again, it mainly depends on what projects you choose. Some projects might require Arduino, some projects might require Raspberry Pi, or something might require both of them with an additional microcontroller. So there's no restriction as such. So we you can think of projects which use none of these as well. So
Yeah,
it totally depends on your project.
right. Okay.
Okay.
There's one tendency among us: when something is easy, we feel that is useless, right? Because when we start with learning Arduino, we're like, oh, this is so easy, the companies won't use. fun fact, even NASA uses Arduino.
Yeah.
So it's not like Arduino is something dumb and Raspberry Pi is something smarter. No, it's a microcontroller, it's a microprocessor. There is a lot of difference between them. And when you start working on a project, you will understand all these questions. Because when I started, even I had the same question. Should I go with Arduino or Raspberry Pi? And they are like, dude, they are completely different. So yeah, you will get to explore various things, and you will, you can ask some more questions and you can get more answers, because when we ask only, we will get to know things.
Right.
So yes, you will get to know if you start working. And we are not surprised by the question at all. That's a very common question we get.
Yeah.
I mean, if we were freshers, we would have asked you the same question, like, bro, Arduino, Raspberry Pi. So that's just normal. But just to tell it to everyone that just don't think that Arduino is always used for small applications, like small breadboard kind of applications. You can use it for even bigger applications. Like there are tons of projects which use Arduino, which are like huge. You won't even imagine that Arduino is a part of that project. So there are many projects like that which use Arduino. So because I have experienced it, I went to my friends and I told I work with this using Arduino, and they just started laughing. They're like, "You used Arduino?" But that's really not the case. So it's an application based question. So based on an application, you choose different microcontrollers, and it's really it's not, there's nothing bad in thinking of Arduino. It's totally
completely
fine. So there's
depends
no
on your use
restrictions in
case.
that.
Yeah.
So yeah, is there any tips that you guys would like to give us freshers?
Okay, one tip I wanted to give you guys is follow our Instagram page. We'll be posting all our updates over there, like from recruitment to projects announcement, event announcement, and everything, so that you will get to know what is happening in the chapter. And second thing is, don't focus on work, academics club, and all. Just chill out. And if you're interested in robotics, join IEEE student chapter. If you're interested in mechanical, join Haya Vega. If you're interested in hacking, join some hacking club. Don't join so many clubs at a time, so that you will lose your me time. That is very important. At the end of the day, you should have some time for yourself, so that you can enjoy, because engineering is not all about studies, clubs, projects, and stuff. You should also make some fun memories with your friends. So that's it. Just chill. Don't worry too much about academics and clubs and all.
Right.
It will
Also,
just be a part
apart
of
from
life.
yeah, so yeah, apart to add on to what Gokul said, try learning a lot of things as much as you can. By learning I meant something apart from academics.
Okay.
Learn something which you can include in your domain. Let's say you're interested in CS. Think of how you can bring other domains in CS, or think of different applications in CS. Don't restrict yourself to just the portions that they give you in your semester, or don't just you don't just work on projects until they tell you to work on, right? You have your free time, you just start working on it, be it in any domain. So it doesn't mean that if you're a CS guy you should work only on CS, or mech guy only in mech. A CS guy can also work in mech department, or in different mech clubs and all, because I have seen people from different domains work in other domains and all.
So I know this is a bit repetitive, but how can we freshers approach your club? How do we reach you core members especially?
Okay, so there's this specific app we use called as Instagram. If you go there, if you go to our page inside, there's an option called DMs. So you can go there, type whatever you want, and you will get a response as soon as possible. We are so active on Instagram, so that if you want to propose something, if you have something in mind, you have to discuss something, just DM us there. We will, if we really think it's really good, or if we want to speak to you or help you out, we will find a way to reach you out. It's not like there is a restricted community. We are all already in the community. It's just you have to reach us.
Right.
So,
Thank you so much, Nikhil and Gokulraj, for your time with us. Your club is amazing. I'm sure many people will join. And as you know, all the links are in the description box below. So thanks for your time, guys. Seriously.
Yeah, thank you so much, dude. It's a really good initiative by you guys, and keep it up. All the best.
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you so much.
during this time, it's really important for people to know about various things happening in the college. And as everything is online, we can't have a proper orientation as such right now. So I guess this will be a very good platform for them, and also for us to reach each other. So
Right.
great job, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thank you for your
so
time.
all the very best, both of you. Yeah, and see you guys. Bye bye.
Thanks.
There's also a link down below for our PES Freshers Instagram page and Discord. And there's also one for our Instagram page on this channel, PES Blog. Thank you for watching.
If you like this video,
Like, share, and click here to subscribe.